Welcome to Miss Council's 7th grade Minecraft 3D timeline of World War II. Envision Science Academy's 7th grade students took on the challenge to create a museum in Minecraft of some of the most important events of World War II. They will walk you through their exhibits now. Enjoy!
Hi, I'm Sophie, and welcome to my exhibit. My exhibit is on Adolf Hitler becoming Chancellor of Germany, which happened on January 30th, 1933. So, let's go to my exhibit. It's just up these stairs and round the corner. The room you see in the glass over there is the room where President Paul von Hindenburg named him Chancellor. The quartz in the head on top over there represents the president. The wood in the head on top over there represents Hitler. This we have signs, which carries lots of useful info on this topic. Like Adolf Hitler was not the first pick for Chancellor. It was a man by the name of General Kurt von Schleicher. German names can be so hard to pronounce. So yeah, he tried to steal Hitler's thunder by negotiating with a dissident Nazi faction led by Gregor Strasser. With this, the Nazis lost power, but the Communists, another party in Germany, gained power. The former Chancellor, Franz von Papen, with the help of several wealthy businessmen, tried to convince President Hindenburg to make Hitler Chancellor to stop the Communist Party in Germany. The catch was that he had to be Vice Chancellor. It was supposed to help Germany. But once Hitler came to power, he made the Nazi Party the only party in the field to start to his totalitarian reign. Something that the president, that von Papen, something that no one could stop. So that's my exhibit. I know it's simple, but hey, the best things in life are. This is Sophie saying, see ya!
This is the assassination attempt on Adolf Hitler. I'm Keegan, and I'll be your tour guide today. Here are some facts about this event. It took place on November 8th, 1939, at a beer hall in Munich, Germany. A guy by the name of Georg Elser planted a bomb inside the meeting room underground of the beer hall where Hitler was, and when the bomb exploded, Hitler was unharmed, surprisingly, and 7 people were killed and 63 more were injured in this event. And so if we go through here and then we walk up to this door and we see that we can get in. And so if we go inside here, we see that there are 2 bars, just traditional old bars, just stone countertops and stuff like that with fence gates. And they use bookshelves just to make it realistic and stuff like that. And I added glowstone and a glass roof and some glass panes over there just to make it look as realistic as possible. I'm not sure what it really looked like in real life, but this is just the most realistic setting that I could create. So we see that there's an exit over here, and I'll give you another glimpse of what the entire thing looks like. So yeah, so there's the exit over here. And so there's another place that you can get into the underground where Hitler was when the bomb exploded, but it says that we have to find the lever to get in. Where Hitler was. So if we go down here, I just added redstone to it. Nothing traditional. And just open this door, and we see that there is a bunch of there's a table and a bunch of chairs in this room. Basically, the bomb is hidden under two of these blocks underneath the table, and that pretty much is the wrap of the exhibit. So yeah, this is the assassination attempt on Hitler in 1939 exhibit.
Hello, welcome to the airlight battle slash daylight raids over Britain. You can take a short minecart ride, but we can just walk. Please excuse the lag. This is a part of the UK. Two Spitfires, as we can see right here, were a very commonly used British fighter plane. You can see that they are engaging a nearby HE-111 heavy fighter. That was German. Directly above us are the Spitfires. It was very dangerous to fly low, because the artillery and anti-aircrafts were always around. And here is the HE-111 German heavy fighting plane. They were very common in sieges, bombings, blitz, and others. Here are a better view of the Spitfires. We head to the exit now. Thank you for joining us and have a nice day. Hello, and welcome to the Blitzkrieg Against Britain exhibit. You can take a minecart down here. It's a long drive. Well, I'll walk. Here we are. Please stay on the stone path and follow me, and do not touch or climb any parts of the exhibit. So, here we are. This represents a destroyed or bombed suburban part of Britain. Here is a Mark I cruiser, a British light tank. You would see it's firing against the German Blitzkrieg, which we will cover in a second. So here begins the German Blitzkrieg, which is a siege that contains of ground and air vehicles that charges very fast and efficiently. Here is a Sud Kampfzug, or SDKFZ for short. It was a commonly used German armored car in World War II. Take a look around it. There was many fires and explosions on the battlefield. It was very dangerous. Here is a PZKPFW-4, or the full name was a Panzer Kepler 4. It was next-gen Panzer and the most commonly used German medium tank in World War II. And over here is a PZ Kampfwagen 3. It was the firstly used Panzer tank in World War II. This is the STKVZ-222, another version of the STKVZ. There were many other modifications of this, but this one you can see is faster, but has less armor and a mounted turret. Over here is another PZ-3. Now directly above us, and we can go over here to get a better view of it, is a Bf-109 German fighter plane, the most commonly used fighter plane in the German military during World War II. Thank you for joining me at the Britain Blitzkrieg exhibit, and I hope you enjoyed. Have a nice day.
Hello, and I'm your tour guide, Roland, and I'll be your
Sorry. Hello, and I'll be your tour guide. This is the first experimental use of gas chambers and in the first concentration camps. Here we go. This is an example of a concentration camp and its barracks and its gas chambers. This is the gas chamber. The gas chamber was used to kill lots of people in lots of times and at once. Okay, this is only one of the gas chambers in a camp. They used to kill 60 to over 100 prisoners. So here we go. This is the barracks. The barracks could have held over 500 to 700 prisoners at once while cramming them inward. It was supposed to cram about 60, but they will need to make more space for more prisoners. And this was the shooting range for any person who tried to escape, or if they just wanted to kill a person just immediately. Okay? And these were the mats that prisoners stripped down all their clothing to be inspected so they could either go to the gas chambers or they could live and do hard labor. This is one of the trucks that brings food and materials to the camps for the guards and the prisoners. And this is the concentration camp. Thank you for coming, and I hope you have a great time.
Hello, and welcome to the Pearl Harbor exhibit. We hope you will enjoy your ride in the Pearl Harbor Tunnel, prepared to go back in time. If you would like, you can grab a boat, but if not, then you may swim in the tunnel. We will be swimming across the tunnel. The exhibit is supposed to be an interactive way to learn more about the December 7th, 1941 bombing of Pearl Harbor. Did you know that the Japanese bombed the U.S. without any type of warning whatsoever? Up ahead of you, there will be two turns. You may choose the turn you'd like to go on. I'm going to take you to the right side. We have now reached the end of the tunnel. Ahead of you, you will see a regular harbor at Pearl Harbor before the bomb. The Japanese lost 65 men. After that, you will go and see a battleship before the attack lasted a total of 110 minutes. A total of 2,335 U.S. people died. Hope you enjoyed. Now to Jaden.
This is the dock of Pearl Harbor before the bomb. Before 8 a.m. on December 7, 1941, hundreds of Japanese fighter planes attacked the American naval base at Pearl Harbor near Honolulu, Hawaii. This was one of the many docks on Pearl Harbor. This is what it looked like on a normal basis before the bomb. As I'm turning right, I'm going around one of the battleships on Pearl Harbor. On the side of the boat is some cannons which help the people in the boat attack their enemy. These are the chests that were used to hold supplies for the Navy. As you go downstairs, these are the bunks of the soldiers. Living conditions in the ships were not the best. The beds were not that comfortable, the food was scarce, and many people got seasick. When you touch the buttons, arrows will shoot out towards their enemy. Now to Emily, what she is going to show you after the bomb of Pearl Harbor.
Now that you have seen the before of the dock, this is the after fact of the dock. You can see there was TNT, much blood, and many Minecraft heads to represent the people who have died. Now I'm going to show you the boat that you saw before. This boat is the after of the boat that you originally saw that was non-destroyed. Inside, there is much water flooding in. There are heads to represent the people who died, and TNT to show the explosions. You can also see there were some cannons left, but many of them were destroyed by the TNT. As you exit the two doors from the ship, you will see a minecart chest. Take a minecart to exit. Thank you for coming, and we hope you enjoyed your visit.
Welcome to the June 1944 D-Day landing. Here is the 3D model of what happened during D-Day. As you can see here, the U.S. D-Day craft landing on the beach against heavy German lines. Now, thousands of soldiers were landing at this time. These battles lasted for more than 4 hours at a time. When the soldier was landing on D-Day, he would have to go through treacherous things of barbed wires and mines that were on the ground. Once a soldier was to get near land, he would be assaulted with heavy machine gun boxes that could kill millions during that time. Also, tank destroyers, which were all hiding up in the mountains, guarded the land from any heavy U.S. military vehicles. As you walk up into the fortification of the German assault, you can go inside of the actual tunnels that they built inside of the wall. Here's where all of the German soldiers lived at this time, sleeping in very close quarter bunkers and not having too much food for a while. After several German generals increased the number of soldiers in these tunnels, life was quite hard. It was quite hard to breathe and quite hard to survive. Luckily, at this time, they didn't have to deal with it because the Allies were already on heavy attack, so the Germans could use as much as they could have. If you were to continue in this tunnel, you can see it's all of the German equipment is stuffed in as many places as you can, and all of the German tunnels access to the outside as much as possible. Here you can see a heavy German artillery cannon, where Germans used to use these as much as they can to their advantage because of the open fields that they had accessibility to. When Germany first assaulted this, they took over all of the villages and all of the farms that they could see, creating all of these bases where they held Germans hostage that didn't support the Nazi Party. Most of the people in these villages were extremely angry and luckily were saved by the Allies. Also, several of the captured military bases that were taken by the Allies were most likely destroyed or taken to U.S. bases for more key knowledge. D-Day was the mark of when Allies had the largest advantage in the war. Once the Allies won D-Day, the war was in the Allies' favor. Most of D-Day was like the final push for the Axis, and when people realized that the Germans lost during D-Day, they had much more hope for the Allies. So thank you for visiting my D-Day exhibit. If you'd like to come see anything else, come see any of the other videos. But yeah, thanks.
Welcome to the assassination attempt of Adolf Hitler. On July 20th, 1944, an assassination attempt was in play. Hitler had led Germany into a suicidal war, and some men had decided enough was enough. Located in Hitler's Wolf Lair, a meeting had been scheduled. Some men decided to hide TNT underneath the table, and exactly 12:45 the bomb had gone off. Hitler was protected by the thickness of the wood and did not die. Unfortunately, four other men had died from wounds from the bombing. The man held responsible for this assassination was Klaus von Stauffenberg. Here we have another conference room.
Welcome to the Adolf Hitler Commits Suicide exhibit. As you enter this exhibit, you see two chests. Please get a minecart and walk through the gate on your right. I am going to be walking through this exhibit to give you a slower, more in-depth seeing of this exhibit. Here, you place your minecart and you will ride it. As you go down this black tunnel, this is a 55 feet under the Chancellery, which is Hitler's headquarters as Chancellor. The shelter contained 18 small rooms and was fully self-sufficient with its own water and electricity supply. As you go down this black tunnel, this is to signify the darkness and sorrow on the day of Hitler's death. Once you go around the corner, you see two figures. One that is pink, that is to signify Eva, Hitler's wife, and the blue to signify Hitler. As you go over these with your minecart, you see that they disappear. This is to signify Hitler's death. Please exit your minecart and delete your minecart. Now over to Jaden, who will show you the garden.
Now that you have seen Hitler died on April 30th, 1945, you will now see where he died. On your right, you will see a garden. This is where Hitler and Eva were buried after their suicide. The bodies of Hitler and Eva were cremated in the Chancellery Garden by the bunker survivors, as per day Führer orders, and reportedly later recovered in part by Russian troops. A German court finally officially declares Hitler's death, but not until 1956.
Hello, and welcome to the American A-bomb bombing of Hiroshima, Japan. Take a minecart normally, but we can walk. Here are two homes. This represents the city of Hiroshima that was bombed by an A-bomb. Please do not climb in them or touch them, or any part of the exhibit, and feel free to take some souvenirs or drinks. Here's the Enola Gay, an American B-29 superfortress that was used to carry the Hiroshima bomb. Please do not touch it or climb on it, and we will take a full view of it. B-29 superfortress is the biggest American bomber of its time. Over here, these green blocks represent radiation. The radiation radius was twice as much as the explosion radius. Many people who died from the explosion, also many people died from the irradiation. And here is the mushroom cloud itself from the explosion itself. Nicknamed Little Boy, this bomb killed thousands within seconds. Of course, the mushroom cloud is a lot smaller than the actual thing. Okay, head back to the exit now. We hope you enjoyed and have a nice day.
Hello, and welcome to my exhibit. I know it started in the middle, and that's kind of weird, but this is my exhibit on Nagasaki, Japan. What I'm holding in my hand is a mic, so you can hear me. But anyways, so what would later become the Manhattan, as it's known today as the Manhattan Project, was just R&D about nuclear development and as such, because that was a big thing back then. They had just found out about atomic particles, manipulating them and such. So, let's walk down my hall and we shall begin. Here we go. Let's go. Woohoo! So this is the before of what happened with the bomb in Nagasaki. Wait, what? No, 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 we weren't supposed to be teleported here. This is supposed to be the grand finale. But this is all wrong. This is what it looked like afterwards. This nuclear waste. Let me hop on. Ah, my ears, my ears. Whoa. Yes, yes. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
This is our exhibit on the Japanese surrender. When you walk through our opening, you will see red and white blocks to represent the Japanese flag. Walk down the stairs, and to your right, you will see double doors. When you walk through those doors, there should be some stairs, and to those stairs is a big room with the words Japanese on it. If you look down, there's a track, and if you follow the track, it will lead to the next room, which has the letters VJ on it to represent VJ Day, and the Japanese flag on it. We have many signs throughout our exhibit, and most of them just talk about VJ Day. On August 15th, 1945, news of the surrender was announced to the world. This sparked spontaneous celebrations over the final ending of World War II. The Japanese surrendered unconditionally to the Allies. On September 2nd, 1945, a formal surrender ceremony was held in Tokyo Bay aboard the USS Missouri. At the time, President Truman declared September 2nd to be VJ Day. Celebration of this great event also takes place in August 14th and 15th. This is the end of our exhibit, and we hope you like it. All you need to do is walk up the ladder to get out. Thanks. Bye.
Hello, and welcome to The United Nations is Born. Let's get started with our tour. This exhibit shows the leaders of the Soviet Union, the US, and Germany agreeing to ally with each other so they can become better in battle. This was important so if we ended up getting in a war, that we would have a bigger team and it will be most likely for us to win in battle. Another exhibit down here shows a family enjoying that the Americans allied with the Germans so they could become a better country. And one fun fact about this exhibit shows, I tried to show that the families back then weren't too poor or too rich at the most. They were like middle class. A few fun facts about my exhibit is that this took a long time for the leaders of the US at the time, Germany, and the Soviet Union to come up with this idea to ally with each other. Thank you for coming through my exhibit, and I hope you enjoyed it.
Welcome to the end of the world. World War II ended in Germany's defeat, and the Allies took the victory. This is a visual representation of who won and lost World War II. On the left, it's Germany. It is dark and represents death and despair. In the middle is all the soldiers and Jews that passed during the war. On the right is France and Great Britain, also known as the Allied Powers. It's brighter and represents victory and success.
If you look to your right, you will see flowers and different types of plants. These are there to represent just a few of the Jews that Hitler killed during his time as Chancellor. When looking at these, just remember how fortunate you are to not have experienced what the Jews went through. The estimated amount of Jews killed in the Holocaust was 8,861,800 people. Thank you for coming. We hope you learned more about World War II.